What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Wrath of the Lich King Classic gold farming video. So today I thought we'd sit down and talk a little bit about the future of gold making, or basically my plans for the future of Wrath of the Lich King Classic when it comes to gold making and gold farming. So I've been setting up a lot of my characters to make some very easy gold over time, and I want to show you guys exactly what I've done and what I'm doing to make gold right now, and hopefully that might spark some ideas for you guys as well to help you guys make as much gold as possible. Before we get into that though, I do want to say that if you want to have access to even more gold farms and gold making strategies, you can check out my Wrath of the Lich King Classic gold guide through the link down below. This is a gold guide that I've made myself from scratch, containing profession, how to make gold with professions, class specific gold farming stuff, actual gold farms in Wrath Classic, and gold making strategies that you can use from now until the end of Wrath, and it also contains investments and a lot of gold making info. So if you're interested in gold making, definitely do consider checking that guide out. We also have an exclusive Discord server for the guide as well, where we talk even more about gold making, and it's a very awesome community. So if you're into gold making, it's definitely worth checking out, and once again the link is down below. So with that being said, let's talk about how I plan to make gold in Wrath of the Lich King Classic from now until the end of the expansion. So first off, Jewelcrafting. Jewelcrafting daily quests are super profitable, take little to no time to set up, and you can start doing this at level 65. This will have to require me explaining a little bit. So first of all, by having Jewelcrafting, you will get access to a daily quest. You have to have like Wrath of the Lich King Classic skill to get this daily quest, and it's located in Dalaran, so you have to get yourself to Dalaran as well. But basically, skilling up Jewelcrafting is super cheap. On my server, it's about 1.5k to 2k gold to skill up Jewelcrafting to about 425 skill, which is enough to have this daily quest. So from here, you just spend some gold, like 1.5k to 2k to get the daily quest, and then you start doing the daily quest and you get the gold every single day for the rest of time. And right now you're getting a dragon's eye, right? And this right now is selling for about 100 gold on the auction house, on my server that is. I also know that on some servers out there it has a gold price of 160 gold, so you make even more gold as well. But basically let's use my server's price, so it cost me 1.5 to 2k to skill up, and I get 100 gold back every single day. Actually it's about 120 gold because you get raw gold from the quest as well, but let's just say 100 gold. That means that personally I'm making my gold back in 15 to 20 days, and every single day after that it's straight profit. That being said, the Jewelcrafting daily quest does require you to go outside in the open world, in Northrend actually, and farm some mobs to get the material you need for the daily quest. But here's the thing, I made a video about this very recently, but you can actually, when you have that quest, you can farm up more than one item. So what I do personally is I spend 20 minutes farming for that item, and I usually get like 20 to 30 of the item in those 20 minutes, so 20 to 30 of the item, and then I just stock up in my bank and in my bags to have several of the items. So once I've done this for every single quest, I can log in, do the quest in literally 10 seconds, so it goes super fast. And by doing this, you save yourself from having to fly back and forth every single day when you have the daily quest, so you speed things up massively. And to put it like this, I farm for 20 minutes for every single quest. There's 6 different quests, so 2 hours of farming, and that gives me enough items to do daily quest for 3 months. And 3 months would give me 9,000 gold, so 9,000 gold for about 2 hours of work. Definitely not too bad. So my plan here is to set up as many Jewelcrafting alts as possible, at least until phase 3 comes out, and when phase 3 comes out I might be switching some of those out to alchemy instead, because in phase 3 we can start transmuting epic gems through alchemy, and when we get access to epic gems, these dragon's eyes will also fall down in value, so it might be more worth to have alchemy instead then for those daily transmutes. But right now having Jewelcrafting is just, you make so much gold, and the barrier to entry, like I just said, is 1.5 to 2k. So if you have any character sitting that is level 65 plus, definitely consider grabbing Jewelcrafting and start making gold. This is super scalable as well. Let's say you make 100 gold every single day per character, that is just 3k per month, which might not sound like too much, but let's say you have 5 characters, all that have Jewelcrafting. It will take you 10 hours of farming, then you have like 3 months worth of daily quest items in your bags, and that will make you 45,000 gold by just farming for 10 hours and then doing the daily quests for 3 months. It is super scalable. You make so much gold with this, it is absolutely ridiculous, and it will work until phase 3. I also think Dragon's Eyes will hold roughly the same value they have right now, at least when phase 2 comes out, because when phase 2 comes out, people will be getting new gear left, right and center and looking to switch out some of their socket pieces. So yeah, Dragon's Eyes should be keeping their values for a long time ahead, at least until phase 3 in my opinion. That being said, that is not all that this video is about. I'm showing you 2 more things. Actually, one of them contains 4 farms in one, plus a actual farm as well, so let's dive into it. It's basically a video of how I'm making gold right now. It's a packed video with gold making info that hopefully you guys will enjoy. I also want to do one more shout out for my gold guide here and say that anyone who had the gold guide would have had early access to this video as well, which might come in important. Like if people start skilling up Jewelcrafting now, the materials for Jewelcrafting will skyrocket, and also the pets that I'm about to show you. You could have been farming those with no competition, but now there might be some competition, which is bad for me as well, because I've been farming these a little bit recently. Okay, let's talk about that then. So I'm actually positioning 4 of my alts in the open world to check for 4 battle pets that are selling for an actual decent amount. So first of all, we have the Razor Maw Hatchling. This one is found in the wetlands. All the way to the right we have like a rare item, rare mob over there, which is like you can find a rare mob and you can find different types of what are they called, like razor eggs, lays. You can find them in those nests for these raptors basically, and they're located in that circle on the map. You have 4 of them. They're inside a cave, so it's super easy to spot them, but it's also a rare inside the cave. The rare gives you nothing, by the way, but it's because of the rare that you have these nests, and these pets right here are selling for anywhere between 100 and 700 gold depending on your server. I do think on my server they're selling for about 90 gold for 3 of them, and the 4th one is selling for 670 gold. So we also have one more that we have as well in Dustwallow Marsh. This one is called the Darting Hatchling, and you find this one from the Darting Nest, which is located at the circle on the map right now. So you can see there's 4 different locations, and if you position yourself at this location, all you have to do for these pets, by the way, is have 1 alt at each location, log in 1, 2, 3, 4 times a day, and just check for the pet. If it's available, you get some very easy gold. We have another one located in the Barrens called the Leaping Hatchling. This one, once again, 4 different locations. Position an alt at the location and get the Leaping Hatchling. And the last one then, the one that is most profitable on my server, is the Ravasor Hatchling. This one is obtained from 5 different locations, kind of a little bit more spread out in the Ungoro crater. This one requires a little bit more walking around, all the other ones are super close together. This one is a little bit more spread out, but it still takes you about 1.5 minutes to check every single location. And by the way, if you find a nest, it's not going to be 1 more up. There's only 1 at each location, or 1 in each map. So if you find the Ravasor Hatchling on the first spot, you don't have to check the other ones, just log out and come back later. So what I'm doing for these guys is I'm logging in every single morning and every single evening. Basically whenever I'm logging in to do my daily auction stuff, I'm also just logging in and checking these pets super quick. Takes me 5 minutes, and like today 3 out of 4 pets were available, so I made 750 gold in 5 minutes just by checking out some pets. Now obviously they are pets, so you won't be selling thousands of these per day, but once again, you're making some gold over time, some semi-passive gold over time, but be prepared for these pets to take like days, potentially even weeks, to actually sell out. So the last thing I'll show you today is basically a throwback to TBC Classic, where we were farming some Steamvault stealth runs, and they are back, baby. You can now farm the Steamvault once again. Doing stealth runs actually gives you very nice experience, not experience, but gold per hour. It is actually crazy. So I did a test very recently. You do this super fast, by the way. It takes about 3 minutes per run, and you get 44 to 45 gold per run. Right now you can make even more as well. It basically depends on the price of fell iron ores on your server. adamantite ores on your server, and flame caps. So inside the Steam vaults there is one potential spawn location for flame caps, and in my experience 2 out of every 5 runs this will be a flame cap. So let's say that it's a 40% chance to be a flame cap instead of the usual rag veil, which gives you a semi-decent way of farming flame caps in the open world, because if you tried to farm in Sangor Marsh recently, it is absolutely, it's so crowded, it's impossible to farm for flame caps. I think I'm getting like 1 per hour when I'm doing farming there, but inside the dungeon there's no competition, it's all you, plus you get some fell irons as well, which has been going up in price very recently, on my server at least. So yeah, you're getting some decent gold, and like I just showed you, I'm making 44.87 gold in 3 minutes. This was with a flame cap spawn, by the way, so without the flame cap spawn you're looking at about 27 to 28 gold in 3 minutes, which is not too bad, but also not very good. But this farm right here will be going up in value, because flame caps are just on a constant rise in value, especially in phase 2 when Ulduar comes out. Like, flame caps have been going from 6 gold to 20 gold, and on fresh servers they're about 50 gold as well, so they have had an insane rise in price. So imagine what this will be like when Ulduar comes out and people care even more about parsing, and you need damage to kill some bosses. It is going to be an absolutely crazy price for flame caps. So this farm right here, it's okay now, maybe okay plus, but it's going to be insane. So by doing this one and doing the route that I'm showing you on screen, you can use a jumping trick at the end, by the way, to jump on top of the mushroom to log out as well. That will teleport you back to the entrance, so you don't have to walk back, because walking back will make it so much less profitable for you. It wastes so much time. So by jumping on top of the mushroom and perfecting the jump, you save yourself 2 minutes per run, which is a lot of minutes when it's a 3-minute run. So instead of spending 5 minutes, you're spending 3 minutes instead. You can also speed this up by being the stealth spec to get more speed when stealthed, which I'm not doing myself because this is my combat rogue and I've been leveling this one, so I don't have stealth increased speed right now. But if you have that, then it's going to be even faster for you. But yeah, this is a super easy gold farm. You can do 5 runs per hour, so if you narrow it down to 3 minutes, that is 15 minutes, and you can make like 200-300 gold in those 15 minutes. It is ridiculous. So that is basically it, guys. That is the video for today, a long video showing you some different ways to farm gold and how I'm personally planning to make some gold right now in the expansion. I'm basically trying to narrow down how much time I spend actually farming gold in the open world, and rather set myself up to make some semi-passive gold by doing, for example, the Jewelcrafting daily quest and logging into those alts every single day to check for the pet locations and sell those pets as well. Basically that way I'm making a lot of gold every single day, but I don't have to play for 10 hours just to make the same amount of gold. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, leave a sub as well for more WOTLK Classic content, and let me know in the comment section down below how you're making gold as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.